Namaste, Soul Tribe family. Welcome back my way on this divinely guided day. Hopefully you well and rested. Man, family, I had an active morning. I hope you did too. Man, it's almost like, I don't know. Some of y'all may be doing some serious rearranging of things, right? Throwing out stuff you don't need, getting rid of things. I feel like you're changing your lifestyle around. You're going through another phase, okay? This is what now y'all only take a resonate, sleep it does not. But before I even start, okay. Let me first welcome you to all the 1111 Energy Soul Tribe family, to all of the new family members who have recently subscribed. Welcome. To those of you or who has inquired about joining, there should be a join button there. Um, and it should be somewhere that it's visible. Okay. Forgive me for not being able to just directly tell you how to get there. But if you were to join, you'll definitely see that. All right. To my A1s who are my day ones, the Soul Tribe family as a whole, I love you. The divine loves you. I love everything that you do for our space. Welcome to everyone, all of you. Okay. To all being 1111 Energy Soul Tribe family. And to the family as a whole, I love you and the divine loves you. Y'all, listen to this. Okay. So I'm scrolling through something just to kind of relax last night, right? Last night made me change my whole life around, y'all. Let me tell you why. I don't know what happened, but I think I dozed off. Okay, I did. I dozed off, and I don't think it was. I don't know what time it was. To tell you the truth, I really don't. Okay, but I remember looking for something like, at first I started and I said, let me just give my YouTube space a break, right? Because I'd be watching different readers. I said, let me give them a break. Let me just find something to wind down to. So then I'm scrolling. I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't even really watch TV, right? So, but I see something that says The Discovery of Witches. I said, well, what is this? Some documentary, right? No, it's not. It's a series. So I started watching this series, okay? And it really is about dark forces, evil spirits, okay? But it's kind of weird, okay? Because I said, well, wait a minute, because I noticed all these movies like Game of Thrones, right? Game of Thrones is about a dragon empire being restored, okay, with the birth of three dragons, okay. Last year, 2024, was the year of the dragon, right? Then Hunger Games is about energies having to fight for survival within different environments, okay, situations and circumstances, okay. In these environments, they are improving in their skill sets each time, okay, that they conquer, they move to the next phase, right? They move up or they go to the next until they reach their destination, right? Then the third phase, the discovery of the witches. Now, this is the part that threw me off because I said, well, what the hell kind of series is this, right? Everybody's wondering about their soulmate and when the soulmate's going to come and blah, 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 right? I got to watching this. Why is this about the creatures, okay, being demons, vampires, and witches, not intermingling, okay? It was forbidden to mix this, so vampire couldn't be with a witch and vice versa, or you know what I'm saying? It was vampire to vampire, witch to witch. Oh, okay. So I was like, huh? Something about and I was like, y'all look. We say we in the Matrix, right? Cutoff game is strong. Yeah, some of y'all, yeah, you're infinity. Okay, listen here. It's like we're in the Matrix, right? But what if, and I'm just saying, that everything they do within this game is based around these energies when it comes to spirituality and spiritual warfare. May hold on, and all he kept saying in this the discovery of the witches, the beginning of it, he keeps saying some shit like um we were once in the world, but now humans run the world, okay, or something like that, and we are long forgotten, but we sit like right amongst them, right in their face. I said, damn. Right, y'all, you know me, I'm looking like, huh? Sits right in their face. And I was like, wow, that is amazing because that is the energy that we are constantly battling with. And they're either going to be demons, vampires, or witches. But wait, they created a group. Okay, this is what it was. They created a group where they all mingled. Okay, it wasn't separate. It was a group where you had demons, witches, and vampires congregating. It was kind of tricky at first, right? Because this is supposed to be against their coven, y'all. I said, what? But I mean, against the congregate, something within their species, these creatures. Okay, they're Lord. Just go look at it. All right. But let's get into what is up because with this, your cutoff game is strong. I feel like you are this energy of the girl. Okay. This girl don't know her own power because she was spellbound. She was spellbound at a young age or something like that because her parents wanted to keep her power hidden from people that wanted it, basically, on the chime. You could have been spellbound. And I was like, what? And so when I don't know, okay, but it just made sense for somebody here. You could be feeling like, you were spellbound because of people wanting to find out about your power. Maybe something wasn't unlocked until it was supposed to be. That's what I'm picking up. But let's hop in, y'all. Let's tap into this energy. This because I was like, because man, you know me and Scooby Doo, we over here like, family, we over here like, for real. I was like, but yes, I feel like there is definitely the portal has opened, and for whatever reason, vampires and demons have been running it. I feel like maybe witches are now stepping back in. But something about you may be a very, very powerful witch, and you can be powerful because I feel like you are both yin yang energy. Mhm. Yin is black, yang is white. Yang represents masculine energy, yin represents feminine energy, a darker side. Okay, so let's tap into this. All right, y'all. Divine, at this time, I ask that you continue to provide us with protection during this read all reads and all the time. I ask that you provide us with clear and concise messages, as well as clarity, guidance, intuition, wisdom, and discernment. Any negativity, any toxicity, any evil, any witchcraft being thrown or projected at myself or the Soul Tribe family, I ask that you strike it down and cut it down as we too strike it down and cut it down, clearing, canceling it, and releasing it back to the universe. Ashe, and thank you. And also shielding our minds, bodies, souls, and vessels from it. Ashe, and thank you. All right. So your cutoff game is strong. It's something about you being okay. So radiance is here. I feel like this has something to do with your light. This is giving me something to do with your light. It, like I said, it was phases. It's like you've ascended through each phase, but each phase is like a tough ass phase. Hold on, because you're doing it in the 3D, but damn, when you look at it and you compare it, with this first phase, with this Game of Thrones energy, with the Dragon Empire, okay, because this was a woman that they had territory, they had power, they had a lot, but it was like the dragon was ceased to exist until she raised three or birthed three. You know what I mean? So, with that being the case, I feel like, you know, last year for many of you, you were the birth of a dragon, or you could have been a dragon that was birthed. Ooh, you may be the energy of a dragon. Mm. You may come from the bloodline of dragons. What? Okay, that was different. And then with this Hunger Games, and so that, okay, I heard that spirit, so don't even jump like that. So with that being the case, because you're tied to dragons, okay, and this could be in the culture of the Eastern cultures, okay. They do believe, trust in dragons. Dragons are very powerful protectors, okay. That's why you see a lot of dragons on a lot of their things and their festivals and everything, okay. You may have been this dragon energy. Mhm. You could have been this dragon energy. You could be the dragon definitely because a very, very protective energy. Okay. Let me dive into the dragon spiritually. I heard at 844, 844 may be significant, but from a spiritual perspective, it's more than protection. Okay. Strength, wisdom, and transformation. Mhm. So this is where you transformed your dragon energy. I feel like strength, wisdom, and transformation. Yes, that makes your cutoff game very strong. Hmm. This is overall energy for the family, collective, whoever's resonating with the message. Now, I feel like with that, that's where a lot had been brought out. Okay. A lot had been brought out. There's more to that. Last year, that was the oh, don't do me. Okay. Um Strength and power, wisdom and knowledge, transformation and change. Okay. Guardianship. Okay. Challenging and overcoming. Cultural variations would be Chinese dragons, Celtic dragons, Western dragons. Okay. Dragons play a significant role in the energies. Last year was the year of the dragon. This is the year that you were birthed. Three dragons were birthed. Okay. Then when it comes to these Hunger Games, okay, fighting for survival. I feel like dragons were awakened within each of the cultural realms of the different variations, north, south, east, west type energy. Um, and that's where it was like survival of the fittest or a fight. Okay, this fight required for many to ascend. Okay, move into the next realm. Okay, of this battle. It was like an awakening. Some of you are still in this battle. It's still continuing. It just depends on where you're at with this ascension. New levels, new devils, they say, right? But because you never stop growing. Now, these devils are, I cannot make it up, new levels, new devils who are definitely addicted to toxicity, love, and drama. Hmm. Hmm. Yep. See, you have to ascend. This never stops. This is an eternal, because every time you walk through one portal, that door closes and then you are in another phase in your journey. This is something that will go on, but each time you grow stronger, wiser, um, more knowledgeable in the areas that you need to be. Yeah, that's why everybody keeps being upset about your spiritual ranking, because they know that this is a never ending. You know that it will, let me put it like this, family. The battle is there, okay? But each battle is different. With each level, I'm not going to say it gets easier. It could be more challenging, but it's like you already know what to do because you have access to the Most High God, your angel team, spirit, ancestors who watch over you, your Akashic records. Okay. You know what's happening because you have ascended to the point where you are this light body. You're in the present, the here, the now, so that you can get the information you need. You bring in tranquility and peace as well, because that also has a lot to do with your ascension. 888 is significant, okay, and on its side, it's the infinity, excuse me, infinity symbol, okay? That's infinite, that's forever. Okay, a lot of people are very upset about you're beautiful, and I feel like you're beautiful both in and out, okay? And they're jealous of your spiritual ranking. These people are very addicted to toxicity. They do love drama, okay? And they often love bomb, all right? I feel like this love bomb is here. Love drama and love bomb, something about love is here because you're coming into this third phase. Now, This may not even resonate with none of y'all, but this is the best analogy that I could get to break it down so that it made sense. This new series that's out, okay, The Discovery of Witches, which I thought it was going to be a documentary, and then I clicked on it and was like, oh no, it's real life actors. So okay, and it's good, by the way. With this, right, it is forbidden for energies to mix. This is giving me some old ancient Hierophant beliefs, okay? And all throughout this movie, they keep, or this series, they keep talking about we're in the 21st century. That's old. That's old. Those are old beliefs. Okay. And I was like, dang, maybe that's why there is so much resistance with you achieving coming into connection with whomever this soulmate is. Because I feel like you have this good juju. Okay, you do. You have good juju. And when I say good juju, I'm talking about magical powers within you. Okay. And you know what I'm talking about when I say that. Your thoughts with pure, clear intentions, okay, depending on what you're thinking, they are tied to your frequency, which is then also vibrating out to the universe. So if you're thinking positive, then you got some good juju. If you thinking negative, then you got some whatever you got to deal with. But it is what it is, okay? So I feel like, you have achieved a lot, but you still haven't achieved this companionship that you've manifested that I feel is very near you, family, and it is coming in and it's not going to be masked. Really, this is the only card that's up. They're not going to have it a mask. This manifestation, this energy is not going to have on a mask. You've currently been dealing with energies who were very puppeted. They were easily manipulated. Okay, they were built on manipulation. Okay. You had people trying to manipulate your circumstances when it came to what you thought should have been and could have been real love. They were manipulating real love. That's not real love. Many of you have had just some really horrifying. Oh, let me get my easiest to explain out your face. Some of y'all have been in those relationships where they're abusive and shit, or they're users. You know what I'm saying? They may not hit you, they may not even talk dirty to you, but you just watch you do a whole 8-hour shift, come home, and somebody's still laid up in your bed type energy. We have all been there. And if you haven't, good. Okay. But for those who resonate, they know what I'm talking about. Okay. These were these manipulated or manipulative relationships. You thought they were real, they weren't. Okay. I feel like you awakened to that. Mhm. You awakened to that. And then you started evaluating things for what it was. They were toxic addictions. Maybe some of you felt like you were addicted to things that were, dramatized. Okay. Maybe you were addicted to, people lying to you with this love bombing, making things look better than they really are, kind of suckering you into things. Now, I'm not saying that that's the case, but these people do it. So they got to fall prey, they prey on something, somebody. You may have fell prey to this before, but I feel like you woke up and now your cutoff game is so strong to where anything coming in is going to have to know how to, yeah, they're going to have to get some divine guidance. I promise you. They're going to have to get some divine guidance to even step to you because your flow and your clarity and your wisdom, oh, yeah, it's on fleek. I think that's how I don't think they're going to come in masked. That's what I'm saying. Your ancestors, yeah. Because see, you've awakened to the power of yourself and your ancestors, and this is a surprise to many. This is a surprise to many, especially to the opposition. Mhm. Somebody didn't see you being this rising star. I don't think they saw you being a rising star, family. This is what I'm getting. They didn't see you being a rising star. This is what surprises them. They got surprised here. They didn't see you being a rising star. They didn't see you ever meeting a nice guy. I feel like this energy was very abusive. Hmm. And they tried to cause you endings in every aspect. I feel like you were able to overcome them because you stayed in North Node energy, and it surprised them that you probably are somebody that is tied to either watching readings, okay, or you do them. Or you could just be tied to deep meditation and literally receiving downloads that you are tapped in. Mm. You knew somebody was trying to steal. You knew they were stealing a love offer, possibly. You could have known they were stealing some sort of love offer that was coming into a mature woman by sending these lustful energies here, manipulative, lustful, destructful energies, pertaining, acting like they were real love when actually what they were after was your money. I'm telling you, look, don't act like you ain't never had somebody trying to be up on your dollar bill, y'all. Hmm. And they were actually paid too. So they laid up on you. They was paid to keep an eye on you. This is what I'm feeling. Hmm. Yeah. See, because you got that good, good. They don't want to let you go. And this is that good juju. I told you. You got that good juju. They don't want to let you go. That good energy. You're a whole earth angel out here. You be goddess uploading on them. Facts. And everything happens in divine timing. And this makes me feel like somebody, they have this old tradition, old belief. They don't want you to be with this energy because this energy may be somebody that it's forbidden for y'all to be together or something like that. These old beliefs say it was forbidden for y'all to be together. Wow, that's crazy. Okay. Now, see, y'all, I don't be no. It was forbidden. That's why. Okay. Look, it's forbidden for them to be with somebody that I feel that is that connected like you. This flipped around. It was forbidden for them to be with somebody that is connected to source like you. Hmm. They couldn't be with you. You may be, I mean, you're strong energy. You have all of the chakras in alignment, everything, heart, mind, body, soul. Maybe because you're a direct descendant from God, you can't be with just anybody. It would be forbidden. Yeah, you're the healer. Powerful healing hands, channel healing energy from source. Self healer, synchronized, yeah, balance and harmony. Something about that, like, yeah, you're a powerful healer. You just can't be with anybody. Mm, really? And these are energies that they're addicted to toxicity, so they didn't want you coming in healing them. Shit, that's how they thrive. Oh. So it's like possibly you getting with this energy. I feel like both of y'all are real powerful, and they would be losing or leaving. They may even be, forced to leave this energy that they may be forced to leave. Somebody would be forced to leave, or they'd be feeling like they're being left behind. Hmm. That's why it's so difficult because I don't know. Y'all might be forbidden. Yep, high priestess. Look, high priestess. your intuition, your subconscious mind, okay, your spiritual awakening, your inner light, your sacred insight, wisdom, a gateway to the divine feminine. It may be forbidden for you to be with this energy. That's why they can never come forward. Is because, but they can do things, miracles, something about that. I don't know. Take it how it resonates. I cannot make it up. Oh, yeah. Mother of all life brings order to chaos, wisdom, knowledge, spiritual enlightenment. Yeah. There's something about you, family. There's something about you. You cannot be with everybody. You are not in alignment with these energies because you are the healer. You're the high priestess. You are Mother Gaia. You couldn't have been in alignment with opposition and abuse and endings. This energy is in alignment with them, or they were, or they are, or they come from that side. They're an emperor, Basset, protection, and Fang Popo, balance and wisdom. Listen. Mm. Your Empress energy with this Mother Gaia, their Emperor energy. They have some sort of a lot of power. Okay, Mother Gaia, you bring order to chaos, wisdom, knowledge, spiritual enlightenment, right? As the high priestess, you're very intuitively connected to source, your subconscious mind, your spiritual awakening, your inner light, your sacred insight, wisdom is the gateway to the divine feminine. You're also a healer. You were not in alignment with these energies. I feel like this emperor might have something to do with these energies, but this emperor could be of something you're not, if that makes sense. Like this emperor, there, it's power, strength, leadership, okay, order, discipline, okay. You bring order and chaos. They bring order and discipline and masculine energy, masculinity, confident, ambitious, okay, innovative, disciplined, some more, and a provider. Huh. That's it here. Protection, fertility, okay, childbirth. Hmm. Uh, domesticity, domesticity. Okay, with that word. Okay, but about domestic, women's secret, the home, face the storm, and reclaim your power, energy. You may have done that, and you did on the chime confirmation, and you brought in this Fang Popo energy. With balance and wisdom transformation, you have the eye of the tiger, offering a gentle breeze or unleashing a storm. Something about you two coming together could be forbidden, or or old culture or old beliefs feel that way. Yeah. Yeah. Tap in, I'm telling you. Old culture or old beliefs feel that way. Yeah, you tapped in. Yeah. Hmm. That's what this big thing is about. It's like this energy can only help you from a distance or something like that. Yeah, power to give sleep and light to the night. Bringer of light in dark places. Who bringer of light in dark places, you are ever changing. Yeah, that might be the reason. I feel like yeah, see that's the reason because look on the split. You be leveling up too much or too fast or something like that, bringing in sudden changes, shifting, getting the goddess codes. Okay, no fuck shit allowed. Yeah, they got fuck shit going on. Yeah, you be leveling up. That's why. You're too focused right now for some of you to allow this energy to look, because I cannot make it up. Damn. Yes. You stay on the rise. You stay on the rise. So it is hard. It's like you're jumping timelines at warp speed. It's almost as if this energy can't, I don't know, if they can't keep up with you, or just because of what's happening, they've never seen it before. So therefore, it's like they gotta wait, or you know, this is giving me some energy. Like, I don't know, something about maybe not this lifetime. Yeah, I can't make it up. I can't make it up. This is my mother. Okay, so this is Mother Gaia here. This gives me like Empress, High Priestess. Ooh, every major every major arcana card. I'm picking up a lot of energy. Like, this is somebody that is elevating fast. Hmm. Tell me. Yep. Yeah. They're on a fool's journey. Look, they don't have any breaks. This is somebody that doesn't have any breaks. Hmm. On the chime, confirmation. This is somebody that does not have any breaks. Wow. Embarking on a new journey, leaps of faith, and literal leaps of faith, like leaping, jumping dimensions. Okay. Leaps of faith, the unknown, new beginnings. Yes, like this is somebody that is always eager to see what the divine has in store for them. That's why they're elevating and ascending at a rapid speed. And the reason this is happening, again, confirmation. And the reason this is happening is because they have been totally opened up to Source Infinite. They trust. Look, I can't make it up. Celestial alignment, starseed activation. Yeah, this is what it looks like when a starseed is activated. So for those energies that weren't able to, you know, be graced with their turning everything to into gold that they touched, it was just because they wanted to stay in that low vibrational energy. But for those that came out of that low vibrational energy, they have too been graced by this energy. Yeah. Somebody always already knows, there's no game on for them. Yeah. Because they didn't allow you to grace them or something like that with what? Miracles. Damn. They didn't allow you to grace them with miracles. Damn. Oh yeah, here. Yeah, with the ability to rebirth and change. You could bring storms, or you are the protector of children and spouses. Mm. Mm. They rejected your hand in grace. Damn. Oof. This is deep. I cannot make it up. You probably was telling people to take spiritual baths and everything, and they wasn't doing it. Some people didn't want to leave what they were, uh, you know, attached to, and they also don't want you to partner with this energy because they feel like they could lose their generational wealth. Mm. Hmm. Because they feel like they've built this generational wealth and it's tied to their legacy. But something about, if you and this energy come together, both of your legacies are tied together. They don't want to share this generational wealth. They came up with something to make sure that this connection was forbidden. Interesting. But ain't none of these energies goddess either. None of them. None of them are goddess. None of these energies are goddess. That's the problem too. hmm You're a goddess energy. They're not. Wow, that's interesting. You may be far more powerful than this, this these energies over here that are run by this emperor. Look, yeah, you're a goddess energy. They're not. They're a bunch of empress. So this is giving me a bunch of energies out here that are not truly connected to the light. They are just connected to the dark. But what this emperor wants, what you want, it could be forbidden. That's crazy. Archangel Raphael, healing light protector, demon tamer. Guide heart chakra. So you're a guide, you protect your heart chakra. Yeah, see, this might be a forbidden connection, family. But the seeds that you plant will grow. So make sure that you're planting good seeds in the soil. And I feel like you have, but if you're waiting for a particular energy to come towards you, they may be forbidden to, because it feels to me like this emperor would be this empress in the reverse um mate, because they balance each other out. That's crazy. Whereas you are like connected with source for real. You've been ascending too fast. You were never in alignment with these energies, so maybe that's why this connection is forbidden. That's why it's not coming in. I cannot make it up. Yeah, they may not be star child energy. Mhm. You can't just mate or partner or with anyone. And whoever you could be feeling or expecting, I feel like it was forbidden. That's why. But the connection is so strong. But it's like something that can't happen. That's crazy. Yeah. It's twin flame energy. Yin yang. Pulling of the heartstrings. hmm Yeah, the connection is forbidden. That's why it's not happening. But you feel each other. That's something else. And it's like this energy will love you, but I feel like there's something here that, yeah, be real with yourself and hold your vision, okay? Stay unbothered, mind your business, drink your water, and take your and take your vitamins, okay? Because there's something about this connection that's forbidden. All right, family. So that's what I have for y'all. Hopefully it resonates. Yeah. Temptations, craving, indulgence, disbelief, skepticism, and sudden triggers that's forbidden in your realm. Okay. All right. So I'm going to leave this message here. I love you. Thank you for your support. I love you so, so, so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for tapping into the messages. Hopefully, this provides you with some sort of clarity. All right. I appreciate everything you do for our space. I love you, and the divine loves you. Let's close out. At this time, Divine, I ask that you continue to keep us with love, harmony, tranquility, prosperity, peace, protection, and respect, and good health and good wealth in our lives and all the time. Ashe and thank you. And until next time, you know what I love to say. Namaste.